So we're live. We are going into the first game of this third edition of the Alpha X Arena. I'm hereby joined by Lanfear. Yeah. I'm really happy to have someone co-cast with me, since this is the first time I'm having a co-caster. And we're already through the veto phase. So our first game will be ZVP. It's Kaino versus Sniper. What do you think about this matchup? Yeah, I think this is gonna be a great game actually. So, our players have decided the first map. So it's gonna be Port first, Cyber Forest second, and Year Zero last. I'm making the lobby right now. We're on the second channel. So first map will be Port Alexander. Yeah, I'm just making the lobby right now. Sorry, the game I meant. I'm waiting for it to... Oh no, I'm waiting for the... Yeah, here it is. I didn't find the WCS game art. Yeah, and we're ready. We're going into the lobby. So I'm not playing, wait a second. Okay. So our players are ready. We're opening to game one. You ready, Ram? Sniper, are you ready? Alright. We're ready to go into game one. This will be a best of three. The winner goes straight into finals to meet the other winner from the other semi-finals. So it's a pretty short tournament, but I think it showcases skills since the finals will be a best of five. But we'll think about it later. Let's think about this game first. So Port Alexander, a short map. It's really good for rushes, and both these players actually have some good rushes. Yeah, I'm really excited as well. So I'm going to do the introductions first. And here, on the top left corner of Port Alexander, we have our yellow Zerg. His name is Sniper. You go second. Yeah, we have our first probe going to the other side of the map. Well, who knows? Yeah. This is threatening. We'll see. Actually, Sniper going for a pull first. Well, that's impressive. Yeah, that could be a possibility, but actually I think he has something in his mind, since he already sent the drone to the third base. Yeah. Yeah, it probably was, but since I'm not seeing him make more than 4 links, actually, so he's going anyway for a pretty standard opening. Or on the other side, actually Kano has not built a Nexus yet, and has gone for 2 gateways before Cybernetics Core. So, pretty aggressive builds by both players, actually. Yeah, or maybe just added pressure. So Snapper is going straight for the Roach Warren tech. So I think he has what he needs to counter this early pressure, and he's not skipping links, actually. Yeah, Sniper scouted the 2 adepts, so he's making links back at his base. Link speed is finishing soon. And actually kinda lost his probe, his cheeky probe, and he's going for a Twilight Council. Yeah, actually I think he can, but the Roaches are actually going straight to the well, Lings are well prepared for this, and only the Lings actually shoo away those adepts. Still no third base for Sniper, but that's a lot of units. Kind of doesn't have a lot in his base, he just has 3 adepts. 2 adepts actually. Yeah, that's more and more units actually are being sent by Sniper that is not drawing at all. Just a flood of Lings and Roaches going straight to Kainos base. Oh, this might be good, yes. Yeah, actually Kaino just let him in. Yeah, he's gonna take so much damage. I think this is game-ending damage actually. The probes have been pulled, and Ravagers and Roaches are just doing so much work. These Stalkers will not be enough. But the probe pool actually is doing a lot of work. The pylon is almost down. He stays with 10 HPs, but he doesn't need to kill the pylon. Yeah, and that's it. The GG has been called. Sniper with a quick, fast win. Nicely done by Sniper. Really nicely done. Yeah, I am too. I am too. This was a really, really good opening. The second map has been called. It's gonna be Cyber Forest. Kaino is eager to get into game 2. Yes, to be. Yes, that was really painful for him, I think. Wait a second. This lobby is not right. Sorry. Yeah, actually, the first of the arenas was won by Kaino after being 2-0 with Sashaman. So he just came back with 2 awesome games, 2 proxies. That was a really cool series. All right. Yeah, this is gonna be. Yeah, this is his last chance. He actually kind of couldn't come back to defend his crown last week, so I don't think he will be really happy to lose this game straight away. You gonna do the first introduction now? And here instead, in the bottom right corner of Cyber Forest, we have a red Protoss player. He is Kaino. So once again Kaino wants to delay the natural base of Sniper with his probe. This is a weird map actually. Oh, Forge! I see a Forge! I see a Forge! Yeah. Yeah, and this is the perfect time to do a rush, actually. A second probe is coming, avoiding, actually, the overload, not to get scouted. And this is probably the time the pylons will be dropped. Yeah. On the second base. While on his base, actually, Kaino has already built a gateway and 2 assimilators. I think he doesn't. Well, he cannot see it, but I think he's fearing it. And now he doesn't see it yet. But he doesn't see that. That's the problem. No, he can't. He can't. He can't. Check his vision. Check his vision. He can't see it. That's really cheeky. Oh god, now he sees them. Well, he's not gonna be happy. 2 queens and 6 lings. Yeah, yeah. I know. I'll play Zerg, I know. I know the feeling. Yeah. I think this drone coming out is gonna die as well. And he does, in fact. 6 links, Roach Warren, link speed, 2 queens, standard setup here. But the queen is not gonna be able to get out of this archery actually. So close! So close. Broodlings trying to focus down the probe, but they can't. And the second base is just gonna get delayed. Sniper supply blocked as well, while Kaino is so much ahead. Already cybernetic core has been done, warp gate on the way. Yeah. Yeah, I saw them. Link speed is actually finished, so he can try to scout something. But here is the robotics facility by Kaino. Yeah, he's floating a lot of gas as well, so maybe that's actually what he wants to do. He wants to just make a lot of Ravagers and try to break down this defending position. Still no second Nexus by Kaino that he's gonna drop in now, I think. He has a lot of minerals. Oh, wait, he actually doesn't. Or maybe about actually Phoenixes, because he didn't see that it was an hallucination, probably. Well, I don't know, but fact is, he's getting Ravagers, and Kaino knows there's Roach Warren being dropped, so he's going for Immortals as well. Immortals and Stalkers are actually the better response to this. Yeah, the workers count is even, but Sniper's army is actually not too bad. You know, Ravagers, Roaches and Lings can deal a lot of damage to this kind of defensive position. Yeah, maybe that is not a bad idea. I think he wants to see what Kaino is actually doing right now before committing to anything. He knows they're on even basis. So once again, this Hallucinated Phoenix gonna get a full scout. Actually, I don't know if you ever played against Kaino, but Kaino loves his Hallucinated Phoenixes. It's really annoying because you can't hide anything from him. So I see a Warp Prism and 2 Immortals. Do you think we're gonna see an Immortal drop? Well, Twilight Council is on the way as well, and he's gonna drop these Immortals, but he sees actually the Lings moving out, and I think it's just gonna go back. Oh, this is some nice juggling. This is some nice juggling. Ravagers can do anything against this. Their buys are pretty useless in this scenario. So those sentries are actually gonna keep Kaino safe for the most of this game, since Sniper's army is basically made of big Ravagers and Lings. Roach is gonna go down. Nasty done some free damage by Kaino. That actually doesn't wall off his base with the sentries. I think he needs another shield battery to deal with this. Yeah, this is a scary army. This is a scary army. Yeah, it really is. Yeah, he's stacking up. He's stacking up. A lot of Ravagers as well. Yeah. That will be a good move. I don't think the second pylon by Kaino actually powers up the forge. I think it's a little bit too far away. But I'm not really sure about this. So, charge has just finished by Kaino. He doesn't have charge lots yet, but charge has finished it. So maybe this Warp Prism wants to do some damage with charge lots. And Templar Archives and Aspire being dropped. We're going into a macro game. Yeah, kinda, but his army is pretty close. I think he can't defend this. Unless a perfect juggle with his Immortals and he goes straight to the main base. He's gonna see those Evo Chambers researching something. Queen's gonna go down. And I think he just wants to get away. Oh, actually he's moving out with his army. He wants to destroy this base, this third archery. Yeah, this is a good move. This is a good move actually. A lot of units are going down and Sniper just calls the GG. Well. Yeah. Yeah, I think the problem was that the Spire transition was actually a good idea, but it came up a little bit too late. He couldn't just kill that Warp Prism, so Kaino could just reinforce his army over and over again. So we're going into Year 0. It's gonna be our last map. The first long map of the series. Yeah, I hope so. I can hear you, I can hear you, so this is actually something. Okay, Sniper has called for a quick pause. Oh, yeah, Owen just told me as well. Oh, wait a second. Well, talk now. I think they can hear you now.
Test, test.
Well, I'm gonna check as well on the stream. That's too bad.
Well, we can do it another time if it doesn't work this time.
Yeah, but I actually can hear you fair and square, so I don't think this is gonna be a real problem. Wait a sec. Say
I
something.
don't know. Hello. Test, test, 1, 2, 1, 2. I don't know how it works.
Say
It's on
something.
stream, so I can't be any help trying to fix it.
Yeah, they can hear you now. Someone in chat just told us we can hear him. It just sounds like he's tailing through a wind tunnel, and his voice is like 30% volume to your 100%.
Oh, sorry. Maybe it's my fault, so I can bow out of the stream if it's gonna sound terrible.
I actually don't mind as long as we can understand what you're saying. It's good, I think. It's always good to have some other insights about the game. It just makes the whole experience more enjoyable, I think. So I'm just gonna lower the volume of the game, the music and stuff, because I increased the desktop audio.
Can I ask the viewers if my voice sounds, is it too distracting?
Yeah, go on. I don't have Twitch chat open, actually, at the moment. So, just ask yourself. Well, we're gonna hop into game 3 if you're ready. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's go.
Yeah, sorry guys. I mean, I don't have a bad mic,
Sorry?
so I don't know what's happening. I just was saying I don't have a bad mic, I just don't know what the problem is.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of connection problem. But actually, during the first game I heard you far worse than I hear you now. I hear you far better now. So,
I do have really bad internet, so I'm sure that's
yeah, it's laggy at bits, but I think we're cool. Hope chat's gonna think the same as well. So I'm gonna go the first introduction here. And on the top left corner of year 0, we have our yellow Zerg player. His name is Sniper.
And coming back from a one-game deficit, there on the top right-hand corner, there is one and only China.
Do you think we're gonna see another Forge first?
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, you know?
Yeah,
So, like,
that's what I thought.
that's, oh, he does, he goes for a gateway.
He goes for a gateway.
So this map is surprisingly huge.
Yeah.
I think that it's a short distance because both players are on the top, but
It's actually really, really big.
it takes a long time. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, Lambo did some calculations about it, and the rush distance between between the bases in this map is the same of Dreamcatcher,
Oh, wow.
which was a really long map. And actually, the rush distance is just base to base, so it doesn't take count of all the other, let's call it southern part of this map, which also is really huge.
Yeah. I actually think that this is a really good map for Nidus Network.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
This play is so strong because it's really hard to get around all these cliffs. So to try to harass with the Nidus Network is really hard.
Yeah, and actually, Swarmos on this map are surprisingly good because Swarmos actually are bad on long maps. We all know that. But with a good Nidus network, Swarmos become pretty much lethal because you have no way of dealing with them.
Well, Sniper gets his 100 gas and immediately gets
Ooh, Stargate opening.
this.
Stargate actually in a wall for Kaino.
Oh yeah. And is that a complete wall?
Yeah, is that a complete wall? No, no, I don't think so. Under the gateway, yeah, they can go through the lower part of the gateway. Immortals and Archons can't get through though. I don't think Immortals can get through this.
Well, usually be safe. Now it looks like Sniper's gonna just comfortably take a third. With
Yeah,
speed.
he's getting safety sport chloras as well, so
Yeah.
he got the answer for this.
Oh yeah.
Phoenix first, actually. Phoenix first by Kaino. That is surprising. I was thinking about an Oracle first. He's just gonna deny this Overlord Scout. And now an Oracle. Naber is taking a third. Link speed is almost done. Yeah, they're both in a good spot. Let's be honest.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Luckily, Sniper, he only hit one overload there, so I don't know why he's moving these other overloads out, but he should be getting that home, especially with potentially a lot of Phoenixes on the map, but he did go into Oracle, so
Yeah. And he will see this Oracle with the link on the watchtower. So he now expects this.
yeah. Still not another attack from Sniper. He looks like he's just running up and bring more gas.
Yeah, problem is this Phoenix is trying to get a free overload as well.
I hope he denied it.
Yeah.
Clean here.
Yeah, he did. But another Oracle has actually got out of this target.
Yeah. Still just running up, still kind of not too good, and he's got Whip finished, and he's going to throw down a Rainbow and a Twilight, so looks like he's going to get into that Rainbow pack.
Yeah.
What do you think? He's going to charge, or do you think he's going to get the win?
I think he has to deal some damage with those Oracles to justify the expense.
Yeah.
Yeah, is he actually going for the archery? I think he is.
Yeah.
And this Overlord is gonna die as well, I think.
Yeah, I don't think he has enough energy to get that, but
Yeah.
he's just going to harass this overload.
Yeah,
And I think Sniper might need to get out a few more queens to deal with this.
yeah, because he can't just build a Spore Clora in this base, since the drone will just get killed. So I think actually Sniper is a little bit pinned down in his base. Roach Warren has been dropped, but is this the real answer to what Kaino's doing? Here,
Still in the army here, getting the Roach one like usual.
I think he actually needs a lair right now. I think Ling Bane Hydra was the real good answer to this. He's actually getting +1 ranged.
Yeah.
Yeah, his Oracle's got shooed away by the Sporkler and the Queen, and I think he's gonna start droning his third base as well. So meanwhile, double Forge and Charge for Kaino.
Yeah, I think that all these gates coming up for Kaino's going to try to hit a huge time with that.
Yeah, I think so too.
I would love to see another sniper here. I think that would just do so much damage.
Yeah, but I don't think that's what Snappers want to do, since he already dropped the lair and he's not going for Hydras, no a lot of Queens, no Nidus. A huge number of Queens is actually the tell for Nidus, but he just has 3 Queens. So
Two more gates going down for Kaino.
yeah, and those are a lot of sentries and charge lots.
Yeah.
Some links are actually going through the map.
Yeah, but he's comfortably going to be able to take this third, and he's going to deflect these lanes.
Yeah, charge just finished. As soon as the links came in, charge finished. This was quite fortunate. Quite lucky.
Well, we're going to have to see how Sniper adjusts to this. He's got Roach Smooth coming,
Yeah.
and still just kind of, well, now he's building a huge pile of Roaches.
Yeah, and Spire and Storm being dropped at the same time. So this is nice. This is nice and weird actually. So do you think he's gonna go straight into Broodlaws, or does he want to do some Mutas damage?
He's probably going to want to do some Mutas. If I was there, I'd want to do some Especially if I saw all those sentries and all those zealots.
Yeah, but he still doesn't know about Storm, I think.
Yeah, this is true.
Well, actually, he saw the Temple Archives being built, but he doesn't know that he's researching Storm, actually. I think he imagines it. So +2/+2 going on for Kaino as well. Some Ajas are being made. Sorry? Do I have? Oh, the overlay. Oh. Come on. Such a rookie mistake. So those are a lot of Russian Ravagers. Eight High Templars, yeah.
So he's going to have so many responsibilities to run this army to that. And unfortunately, I know how that feels. It's horrible. And you can just lose what it is. So this Growth Ravager army does look strong, but man, look at this guy.
To the Storms, yeah. Well, all is about engagement here, and Sniper has not taken a good engagement over here. Most Storms are gonna get dropped, and those Russian Ravagers are just gonna go down. Lots of nice Storms by Kaino, actually. Really did super good.
No, he's just moving across while he's getting killed. China taking way better part of it.
Yeah, it's a good lead. He's ahead in workers, while Sniper just dropped his 4th base, and Kaino's one is on the way. But he has a lot of probes in all these bases.
Now kind of got, getting up a fleet beacon, and so if he has to cripple, he's going to get suffered to get into Tempest, and those Tempests can just be horrible to deal with.
Yeah. Actually, a 5th base is going on for Kaino as well.
Yeah, down in the bottom right-hand corner too.
Yeah, that's scary.
Transfer some of these drones. He's got oversaturated on his probe.
Yeah.
On it, he's got 9 gates.
So Sniper has to scout the fleet beacon because he's getting actually a Baneling nest. He has to see that because he doesn't have a clear answer actually right now. He has +1 Carpes for air units, but at the same time Kaino's getting +3 ground weapons. And he's gonna get the Mothership Core.
Yeah, Kaino scouts some wings running across the map on the bottom corner. I feel like Kaino kind of feels like maybe he's got a 5th base going on down here.
Yeah.
He absolutely does. So he's getting a full scout of it. And Kaino's going to move certain with his army down there to check it out.
Yeah. So Chargeless gonna clear these Zerglings, but at the same time, those 2 Overlords are just gonna get into Kaino base and scout everything.
Yeah, anytime you see what Kaino's building,
Sorry? Oh, a Dark Shrine.
he's building a mothership core.
Mothership, not Mothership Core. A Mothership, a Tempest, and a Dark Shrine, and a Robotics Bay as well. He's actually doing everything there is to do in this game. He has built everything.
Yeah, just building it all, and now Kaino is up to 5 bases.
Yeah, and he has 75 workers.
Sniper is definitely has a nice army, but it is going to get destroyed when Kaino comes across the map.
Those are a lot of Banelings.
Yeah,
Some Corruptors on the way to kill the Mothership Core. Overseer's already been made. But I think the biggest threat to this army is gonna be actually Tempest.
Sniper is getting distracted by these zealots on the other side of the map.
Oh, and this base is just gonna go down. I don't think there is nothing to do for this base. He sees the Corruptor as well. Sorry. And the Tempest coming as well. Good force fields to just snipe this base. Good storms. Really good storms. This army is just gonna melt to these storms. Archon's being morphed. The Mothership Core is coming as well. But actually this is not such a bad fight for Sniper. Or maybe it is. No, it is. Yeah, it's just gonna go down. It's GG, and Kaino gets into finals with a comeback, actually, after losing the first game. Really well done by Kaino. So for our second game, we're gonna hop into EU.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell the players to get ready. So, just gonna wait until our players are ready. Yeah, Sashamon told me as well that he can't hear you, but
Still.
okay, so one of our players asked actually for 5 minutes until we start the game. So Sashamon is asking me to make you speak so he can see if he can hear you. So give me some insights about the last series we had. What do you think about it?
Well, I was pretty impressed with how Sniper came out in game one, and he kind of took a convincing way. I was pretty surprised, kind of coming out with his time in the press, and then the third game kind of really showed how good he is at the necro game. Being up the high place is easy, building pretty much every building in the game, and just walking across the map with a superior army, and Mike doing it really well. So, hats off to Kaino for taking that series, and I'm sure he'll be a force to deal with in the finals.
Yeah. So this time we're gonna have actually a TVP.
Is my voice coming across okay now?
Yeah, they say it's a little bit roboty and it's a little bit low, but that's how it is for me as well. So
Well, did you turn down my volume?
yeah, I tried to do it, but then they can't hear you. So I just have to choose between those two things. So I'll just increase the attenuation when you speak, so the game's volume is actually a bit lower. And I'll try not to speak above your voice, so they can hear you. So I just have to invite you. Okay, here you are.
Okay.
Veto phase.
Well, hopefully my voice is better. I would hate to be unheard.
I'm just gonna change the score on challenge. So King's Cove ban.
So, tell me about these players. I know Owen quite well, but Cuckoo, I am not familiar with at all.
So he's a really young player. Actually, he's 14 years old, but he's already masters. He's a Terran player. He likes to be aggressive. He really likes to be aggressive, and he really prepared a lot before these matches. So he saw the VODs of the arena of last week to study how Owen plays, and he's really confident. Actually, he thinks he can beat him.
So, he's 14 years old.
Yeah, he's really young.
And where is he from?
He's from Romania, I think. I don't actually remember correctly, but I think he's from Romania.
Nice. Oh man, well now I'm excited. I thought this was just going to be like
Yeah.
so fast.
Young players are really exciting to me. Like, we just saw Reino. He's really young as well, about 14 years old, and being masters, that's a really big deal.
Yeah, this is good. Oh man. Alright, well, I know Owen quite well. I play a lot of practice games with him. I know Owen has his good days and his bad days, and when Owen is playing good, he plays very well.
Yeah,
He has good timing attacks, and he can be very aggressive. And if you think confidently, I think that you can pull it off. But I'm excited to see Cuckoo play also as a power 10. I obviously am excited to see what he does.
yeah. I think he's actually a really versatile player as well.
Oh, that's good.
So, the first two vetoes are King's Cove and Automaton. So, two macro maps, I'd say. Especially King's Cove is another huge map. But we'll see what are the intentions of our players. So I'm gonna link the bracket into chat if anyone wants it.
Alright.
Okay, first map will be Kairos Junction.
Okay, let's do it.
It's a rush map. Ooh. Okay. Let's wait until our players are ready.
Cuckoo's ready?
Is Owen ready? And he's ready as well. So we're getting into game one of our second semi-finals. Oh, I'm excited. Man, I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to see what they both have to bring here.
I don't know if you heard, but actually Owen has felt sick the whole day. So he had a food intoxication. So he wasn't really confident into coming into this game. So we'll see. I'm pretty interested and excited.
Oh yeah, they're going to put on a good game.
Yeah, I think so too. And here we are on our bottom right corner, sorry, of Kairos Junction, our 14 years old Terran player, he is Cuckoo.
And in the top left-hand corner, our Perfect Protoss from the UK. He is Owen.
So a really good player against another really good player that has yet to show us what he's capable of. So I'm really excited about watching what Cuckoo is doing, and actually his opening is a bit weird. He has gone for a refinery before dropping the barracks, so this is really unique.
Well, you see that's pretty common actually.
Really?
Yeah, I do admit that is gas first and gas, but for most builds out there, you will need to take the gas first to have any kind of defense against early pressure, and it was really common for a long time, so
Oh, I just didn't know.
I just wonder if the type of build he's using, whether it's going to be more racks, or if he's going to get into a factory, or 2-1-1 that was really popular for a while, so
Oh, I see.
we'll have to see.
Well, let's see, yes. So Cybernetic Core and Nexus probably gonna be dropped by Owen really soon. And actually, I didn't see this, but Cuckoo has stolen the second gas of Owen.
Yeah.
Orbital Command has been dropped, and probably soon Command Center on low ground, since it's pretty safe right now. Reaper is on the way as well.
Yep, gets out of there safe with that SCV and starts building his base, and he's going to have a Reaper to defend, so so far, Cuckoo looking pretty good.
Yeah. He's on a sweet spot. So-
Yep, dropping a reactor so he can pump out some Marines, and let's see what he starts going into. It will be a factory, so
Yeah,
he's probably going to throw down another gas, and he'll be pretty safe against this.
his Command Center is getting delayed a bit because his Reapers wasn't in his base, but he's just gonna go kill the probe, I mean. So the Stalker is now hitting the refinery stolen by Cuckoo, and he's just gonna cancel it as soon as he can.
Yeah.
So Marines have been made by Cuckoo, but well, we can always think that this is gonna be some Hellion pressure. So, but no, another 2 Marines are gonna be made in this barracks. So we'll see what his following tech will be.
With the Reaper pressure on him, he wasn't able to kill the refinery, so he was able to delay his gas even more.
Yeah,
He's getting that Starport up, so, and he's getting a tech lab on the factory, so he might start getting to tanks and maybe do an early tank push.
that's a really common build nowadays against Protoss. A really early Marine tanks medevac push with STVs building bunkers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But this Starport, well, he's just gonna go for medevacs, or do you think he's gonna go? Well, here comes a Liberator.
Yeah, I was actually going to say, I wonder if it's going to be a Liberator, because if
Yeah.
he pushes with tanks and Marines that don't have stim or
Yeah.
any upgrades, you know, he doesn't need medevacs to help heal against him, so he might be really strong here with this free supply block right now, so that kind of hurts.
Yeah, it's a small supply block. He loses his Reaper as well, so he's not gonna scout anything real soon. Blink is on the way for Owen, and actually RoboBay has been dropped as well, alongside the 4 more gateways.
So this is it, so now Cuckoo is hitting his timing. He's waiting for 2 tanks.
Yeah, it's waiting for the second tank and the second Liberator to pop up.
Yep, and then now he's just going to move. He's bringing SCVs to help repair everything. And the way that Owen has this building situated on the top of that ledge, if he gets the tanks in position, he can just kill all of that.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a lot of Stalkers, but Blink is not gonna be ready soon enough. He tries to get the Liberator, but he actually can't. Ooh, Stalkers on the tank. He gets a snipe, a good one, and Blink is gonna get ready soon, alongside those two other gateways. But this position is really hard to hold. Ooh, nice snipe on the SCVs. More Marines are dying, 4 shield batteries, and more Stalkers being whopped in by Owen. Another SCV dies actually. Only 2 SCVs are alive right now. The second Liberator comes in, but Blink has finished, so he can just blink onto this army. Or just get a tank and get away. That too. So I think Owen is in a pretty nice spot actually. His shield batteries have lost all their energy, but as long as you have a good number of Stalkers, you can hold this. Yeah, and Kuku just decided to leave.
He doesn't think he can break that. But back at home, he's getting his eBay up. He's getting 4 more racks, and he's just gonna not go around.
Yeah, he's probably gonna swap the barracks with the starport to start getting the steam and combat shields up.
But it doesn't look like he wants to expand anytime fast. It looks like he's just gonna go for a 2-base all-in after his
Well, that's a possibility.
2-base tank push. So this is gonna be hard to hold again for Owen. Owen did a great job on the first one.
Well, he dropped his 3rd base, so he's feeling quite safe, but at the same time he's getting charged. He's actually moving through the map as well.
I don't know if this is such a good idea, but he also doesn't know that.
He's just scouting for a eventual 3rd base, and you see there is none. So
Yeah.
he's gonna be a little scared about this, I think.
Yep, Owen scouted that he doesn't have a 3rd, so he is moving everything there.
Yeah, that's a good call. That's a good call. So both Steam Pack and combat shields are on the way. A lot of them are, even concussive shells actually. So we'll have Marauders on the mix as well. And the tank count is actually not that bad. A 5th one is coming through right now.
Yep, getting his first 2 medevacs, and he just scanned the army. 6 shield batteries on the map.
Yeah. And Temperarca is almost finished as well. And 2 forges just finished.
Owen's gonna do some harass here.
Yeah.
And quickly wants to move out.
Yeah, I think he wants to do some counter. So his army is really nicely spread actually. He's being really safe. And Kuku is actually... No, he's not moving out yet. Oh, well, he is. He actually is. Well, what do you think about this?
Well, there you go. There you have it. He's pulling everything.
Yeah, he's pulling everything.
SCVs, all the army.
Those are actually 47 SCVs being pulled.
He is not mining at all. So
Yeah.
even if Owen goes for a base trade, it will not matter. Because there will be nothing there to protect.
And he scouts it, and he scouts everything. Yeah, losing those Liberators will be really bad.
And he's moving right to the front. He needs to get those SCVs out in front though.
Yeah. Will he try to make some bunkers? Actually not. Those shield batteries doing some work. Blink onto the tanks, but nothing is worth these SCVs really tanking all the shots. And Owen's army is just disappearing to those tank shots. Probes have been pulled as well. And this is gonna be so close. More and more Stalkers are dying to the tank shots. Shield batteries have no energy, and I think our Terran player actually has done it. More probes have been dropped.
Thanks, because Owen still has a lot of army right there.
Actually, Owen is still mining. That could be a problem. Shield batteries being depowered. More Zealots have been whooped in. Tanks are moving on. And Kuku just has a lot of army going on for him as well. He's gonna go on the high ground to siege those tanks. Anarchons is being moved, but I don't actually think Owen can hold this. Yes, he's still mining, but will it be enough?
I don't know.
And it's not enough. He calls the GG. Nicely done by Kuku. With a nice 2 basil lean. Well, there was something.
That was really good. So, Akon, I don't think that my voice is coming across in the stream very well.
Really?
So I'm just gonna bow out for the rest of the matches, but I can still be here to help if you need. Okay.
Okay, it's nice. I'm sorry this can't get through, but you know, it's alright. Happy to have you with me on casting.
Good luck to all the players. See you.
See ya. So we're going into game 2 of our series. We're gonna decide on the next map of this series. It's gonna be loser's pick over here. And he's gonna pick Cyber Forest, another shop map, another rush map. So a lot of rush maps today actually. Our players just want to get quick gains, I guess. I can increase the volume a little bit now that Lanfear is not here anymore. Sad that we couldn't hear his voice. It was really nice and insightful. But that's just the way it goes. And we're going into game 2 of our second semi-finals. We've seen some really good work by Kuku with that all-in. Really well thought out. But even the first hold by Owen was pretty good. So I'm really curious to see what those two players can show us in this second game. Well, Owen has to win this if he wants to defend his crossroads, which are the prize for this tournament, in case you didn't know. And here we are, starting game 2 on Cyber Forest. Here, in the bottom right corner, we have our Protoss Englishman. He is Owen, heading from Romania. Here on the top left corner, we have our red Terran. His name is Kuku. So after game 1, I think Owen will try to do something a little bit safer. He really likes his stalkers and he almost held that first push. But I think on this map, either he wants to do something really aggressive and set up the tempo for the rest of the match. Either he wants to really be tottling and get up to a stronger army composition. Well, maybe with Storm he could have defended the last push, but he couldn't just know that all of those SCVs were moving out into his base. So once again Kuku goes for the refinery first and Barracks second build. And this probe is actually trying to delay the barracks as it did before. And I think it actually can delay it a little bit, but just by a couple seconds. Cybernetic core being dropped by Owen as well as the second accumulator. And probably a Nexus is gonna get dropped soon. Kuku floating some minerals actually. I think he wants to get a command center soon. Orbital command has been made. And yes, the SCV is gonna go on the low ground to get this command center on the low ground. Reapers going out of Kuku's barracks and the Nexus for Owen. Pretty standard, pretty macro based openings for both players. And actually Kuku doesn't want to risk it and push the command center on the high ground. This is quite common because you generally want to be as safe as possible against Protoss, since he just scouted those gateways and nexus. Well, maybe he could have made that command center on the low ground, but well, better safe than sorry, I guess. A factory is going on for Cuckoo as well, and this SCV is actually going to do something cheeky, maybe a proxy starport. Yeah, I think that's the case. This is a really good map for proxy starports. Look at this rush distance between here, where this starport is, and over here. Really nicely done by Cuckoo with an insightful build, but I don't think that Owen will scout it. So this could get a lot of damage done. Cuckoo is not yet mining from his second base, since it has yet to be done. Reaper coming back to his base, while Owen is actually a little bit ahead on workers, but he really doesn't expect this coming. So a tech lab on the barracks as well. Some helium pressure is gonna be made by Cuckoo. Steampack on the way. Twilight Council and Robo Facility as well. Really standard opening by both players, except for this Aliens and this starport, who's actually gonna make a Medivac. This is weird. You know, I'm a Zerg, so I don't really know about those TVP shenanigans. But both players are actually going for tech up and some units instead of macro. Well, actually Owen has a lot of probes working, while Cuckoo has only 24. But this push could actually deal a lot of damage. It's actually gonna be an Hellion drop into Owen's main base, who already has a shield battery actually. Observer instead of Immortal. And those 4 Stalkers can actually hold this, but does he see that? He doesn't see that yet. And now he's gonna see that soon. Those aliens coming into his mineral line. Stalkers are coming instantly, but 4 probes have died, 9 probes have died, 10 and counting. The Medivac collects his aliens and get away. 2 aliens for 10 probes. This actually was a really good trade by Cuckoo, who's now actually ahead in workers, and Muse gonna do wonders in his income. Look at this, 1,000 minerals income more for Cuckoo, while Owen's probes get back to work. So this starport is actually gonna drop a tech lab. We'll see if it will be some Banshee play, and I definitely think it will be so the case. He doesn't scout it yet. This is so close. Look, it was really close. Again, a Liberator is gonna get into this probe line. 5 more workers dying, and Cuckoo really doing some work with this proxy starport. His base is really well defended as well, and he's going for a lot of units, knowing he has a huge income advantage going on for him. And this Liberator is gonna kill some more probes as well. Counting 8, 9 probes died to this. And the position is really sweet, because he's forced to use some shield battery energy, and Liberator gets away as well. Still no cloak over here for Cuckoo, while the Liberator gets away. But I think Owen's gonna scout this starport soon. I think he has to know where this is. Yeah, Banshee is going on, but Owen's just gonna destroy this before he can come through. He tries to lift it, and well, I think he's gonna get in just to this safe spot and leave it there, just to be as threatening as possible. Another starport going on in the main base of Cuckoo. There's just 3 workers ahead right now, but there's a huge army composition over here. Liberators, Reapers, tanks, Marauders and Marines, with upgrades as well. Yeah, Steampack +1 and combat shields. No concussive shells yet. He scouts Owen's army and he sees that he's really lagging behind, and he actually wants to move out. No SCV is being pulled this time. He knows he has a pretty strong army. This Reaper is gonna try to get a small scout, but Owen is well positioned and just kills it instantly. And Immortals is gonna come out of this Robo. And good positioning by the Liberator. Actually, Kuku really well done, but those tanks are a little bit too exposed. And he can't kill it yet, so few HPs. And all these Stalkers are gonna go down, probes have been pulled. But I think Kuku has just too much. That Hellion drop and that Liberator really dealt a mind-blowing amount of damage. I think Owen has just to tap out of this game. Really well done by Kuku. Another time with this big 2-base push. The Immortal's gonna go down and there's nothing left for Owen to defend his base. Here comes the GG and Kuku gets into the finals with a quick 2-0. Nicely done by a young Terran player. So we're gonna get into finals. We're gonna wait for Kaino to come to you to play the finals. Kaino is coming, so we're gonna be ready soon. So Kaino should be ready. I can't find Kaino actually. Where is he? Oh, he is. Sorry everybody, couldn't find Kaino. So Kaino has the first veto. So I'll explain the player soon as well. This is gonna be loser's pick, so it will just be first pick for Kaino on the first map, and then from then on, just the loser will choose the next map until the series is over. Who knows how long it will last. So our first map will be Port Alexander. And this is gonna be a TVP. Yes, it's gonna be a best of 5. So Kuku didn't know, but it's alright. So everything is ready, actually, for our finals. A TVP. Exciting. Really exciting. So the players are ready. They just... Oh, wait. Kuku asked for 1 second. It's alright. Okay, we're ready. We're actually ready right now. Let's go into game 1 of our finals. Kind of back again into the finals to get back his title. We'll see, we'll see. Kuku showcases some really good builds in TVP. A fun matchup, actually, that I'm lucky I don't experience playing Zerg, because I think I will be so bad at TVP. Getting ready for this. It's actually EU player versus NA player, so pick your side, I don't know. Interesting matchup as well. Both players really play good in the semi-finals. And here we are. On our first map of the series, Pod Alexander, we have on the top left corner our Protoss player. Heading from NA is Kaino. Here instead, in the bottom right corner, we have our European Red Terran. He is Kuku. So once again, Kuku going for the Refinery first, Baroque second build. Here is gonna be a fast scout by Kaino. Not a big deal. Here we have a gateway next to this Nexus to decrease this. Actually, oh wait, this is cheeky. This is really cheeky. We'll see if Kaino actually can see this, because he's not gonna see a Baroque here and he's gonna be actually really preoccupied about it, and his pathing is just not gonna get it, while Kuku's just hiding his Baroque here in his natural. I like this kind of creative ways of hiding things. Kaino's probe is just gonna scab a little bit everywhere because he doesn't expect... Oh, well, maybe he does. Well, no, he just wants to block the natural. So he's scabbing everywhere with this probe as well. Let's see the oh, we have a proxy pylon here as well. A reaction to this scary barracks in his base. So, really nice. This opening is starting to get really exciting for this match. Kind of scanning literally everywhere to see what our Terran player is up to. Here we have a Reaper command center on the low ground as well, while the cybernetic core is being dropped here by Kaino, showing that he's not really that scared, but a Robo has been dropped in this proxy position, and this is really incredible. Barracks being dropped here by Kuku and the reactor as well, while he's gonna keep on hiding his intentions here with this factory in the wall. Reaper's actually gonna try to get some damage done, but the Stalker is here and the Adept as well. He's gonna see the Reaper and just try to shade back. Yeah, he cancels his shade and is trying to get a Nexus. Reaper's just got away. I would like to see, yeah, nice pathing, but this Reaper that actually is gonna scout the proxy by Kaino. Well done. Really well done. So I don't think Kaino's proxy will actually do something. Well, actually it will, because this Adept is gonna shoot the Reaper away. Here we have a Starport going on. And those SCVs are actually... Oh, he wants to deny this. He really wants to deny this. But I don't think he can. The Reaper goes down and the Immortal gets out of the Robo. But I don't think he actually has enough to break through this defending position, since he has SCVs to repair as well. But I think he has got into a small lead here, even on workers, and just, well, it's actually a lot behind in income, but this will be fixed when probes get to work in its natural Warp Prism here to avoid this defending position. And the Viking actually to try to avoid, oh no, it's a supply depot, it's not a turret. Oh, the tank is really well positioned though, so the Viking can just try to get this Warp Prism, and this is gonna be huge. All of the units inside that Warp Prism are gonna get killed by this Viking. Really well done by Kuku, that actually is answering perfectly to the proxy by Kaino after a bit of a lucky scout, I think, but the pathing was really good to get that proxy robo play after seeing there was still no Nexus. So Twilight Council here is probably gonna forgo this robo tech, but it's still going on for Sentries and Immortals, so who knows? Really, who knows? This is developing into something really interesting by both players. So they're even on income actually, and Cook is actually gonna push this defending position, and I think he actually can kill this proxy really quickly. Tanks getting into position, and the Marines gonna get this pylon and the robo as well. Ken is just evacuating his units and getting a Dark Shrine. No Raven, no turrets. Well, we have 2 orbitals, but when behind Dark Shrine is always a thing. Nice recall, but I think he's gonna lose the Immortal, and he actually loses. But it's so close actually, it's so close. A lot of gateways being dropped by Kaino, who's a little bit behind. He has a good income, but, well, Kuku is just moving out. He's just gonna destroy Kaino if he doesn't get his Dark Templars out soon enough. It's really some seconds left to this. This Immortal, this Liberator is just gonna get a lot of probes as well. Kuku lacks his Liberators actually. Only 3 probes gonna die, I think, 2 probes. The Stalker's gonna shoo away the Liberator. Nice force fields to keep this army at bay, while he's getting his Dark Templars, and those will actually be enough to defend this push, I think. He's gonna try to get the tanks, I think. Oh well, actually, maybe he's going for some counter damage. So the Dark Templar gets onto the tanks, but the scout being dropped here, and he's waiting with the other Dark Templar, hoping there is no other scan left for Kuku. It gets in, and actually Kuku has no scan left. Energy is, well, actually he had. I didn't realize, but actually he had. He's satisfied with destroying this natural base of Kaino, who's actually going back into Zealots, trying to get this Liberator. Zealots actually doing some work onto those tanks and Marines. Really well done by Kaino, that actually gets back his positioning on the natural base. Really well done, and now the army supply is really big for Kaino and not so much for Kuku, that actually has a third base going back into his main, since he's fearing, of course, these charge lots. But the defensive position by Kuku is really good, so we're going back into a pretty even position. Kaino has to get another Nexus though, otherwise Kuku's income will just get too big for him to control. Kind of thinking there is a third here, but there is not, as well as there is no a third base here as well. He can't break this position. 1 tank, 3 bunkers, and 2 Liberators, being really low both, but he just can't get through. So no production going on for Kaino. That is basically all in. Hallucinated Archon, and it's just GG's out. He knows he can't break this. Really good win by Kuku, who gets ahead in game 1 of these finals. Well, we'll see. Actually, Kaino had a lot of good insights, a lot of good ideas. But it was too much. Let's be honest, it was too much. Really well done by Cuckoo with these really aggressive builds. Our next map is gonna be Cyber Forest. Our players are ready and eager to get into game 2. Cuckoo leading 1-0, a really young player. It's really exciting to see a player this young do this well against such an experienced player actually. And we're instantly ready to get into game 2. This is what I like. Players eager to play in these finals. We'll see, we'll see. Once again, Cyber Forest. Cuckoo showed some really amazing plays here with the Liberator on Cyber Forest against Owen. We'll see, as I said. So, here on the bottom right corner, lagging behind, we have our blue Protoss. Heading from NA is Kaino. Leading 1-0 instead on the top left corner of Cyber Forest. We have a red Terran, he is Cuckoo. Once again, dropping Refinery first, Baroque second. Well, I just didn't know it was the way to play this matchup. But, well, it's been effective this far, so we'll see. Kaino moving out with his probe. Actually, Forge first. This is really amazing by Kaino. He really loves his cannons. And I really like his cannon rushes. So, is he gonna do it? And he tries to block with this pylon. Instantly pulled the SCVs by Cuckoo, who try to surround this probe that is just too slippery and gets away. The pylon's gonna finish, but no cannon yet. The probe is just gonna go away, or maybe not. He's gonna try to get this as soon as possible. Or maybe not. He actually decides not to rush and just delays this Tech Club, I think. Well, a Marine first instead of a Reaper to destroy the pylon and avoid some scouting information. Here the factory has been a little bit hidden here on the backside of Cuckoo's base. While a bunker has been built here, so he's still fearing the rush. But actually Kaino is getting a gateway and he's probably gonna get a cybernetic core soon. So I don't actually see the Forge. Where is it? Oh, did he cancel it? Oh wait, he did cancel it. I just didn't see that. He just cancelled his Forge and got a gateway. So he's scared a little bit, Cuckoo, but he's gonna do a standard open. He actually gets his Nexus before Cuckoo actually expands on the low ground. Loses the pylon, but his iron workers. Fully saturated main base. Warp gate is probably gonna go on the way really soon. A Stalker first, and he's just gonna take up by this point with a really small advantage, but an advantage nonetheless. So command center on the high ground, fearing again a little bit of aggression on this really short rush map. So the distance between the bases is really short, as you can see. Again, a proxy starport by Cuckoo. Well, let's hope Kaino actually saw that in the game versus Owen, because he dealt some mind-blowing amount of damage in the game before. So the factory is building a reactor, so we're gonna see once again a Medivac drop with Hellions inside. Blink is on the way for Kaino, and this is probably the better answer to what Cuckoo is doing. But he has to be fast with the pull of his probes, since Aliens can deal so much damage to stacked probes. There are two school of thoughts actually. One is to just spread your probes and hope for the best, and the other is to pull them to your natural I'm more for the first one. I just prefer to spread my drones and get my units in so less drones die. Because if you stack your drones, they're just gonna get burnt to ashes really quickly. So a robo being dropped by... Oh, actually here with these stalkers. This stalker is doing some damage. Ooh, almost 3 SCVs died to this. And the aliens gonna get scouted by Kaino, who's just trying to pin his opponent in his base. 4 aliens get scouted. And he tries to recall his stalker, but he's not fast enough. So, let's see if he actually knows what's coming to him. A third Nexus here, a really mind-blowing amount of workers. Just look at the income advantage by Kaino. But let's see how much does this last. When he will see this, it will probably be too late. A little bit of a supply block. Scanning to his main base, he sees Cuckoo that there are no... Oh, actually temporary, and he sees now the drop of aliens. Not a lot of probes dying yet. Well, 7 is a lot of probes actually, and 8 and 9, and actually 10 probes died. The Medivac dies, so those aliens are gonna die as well, but this is actually so worth for Cuckoo. Who wants to deal some more damage with those aliens? But I don't think he... Oh, actually 2 more probes dying, 3 more probes dying. And wow, what a great attack by Cuckoo, who showed some great micro capabilities, killing 15 probes with just 4 aliens in a Medivac. Actually almost on the same amount of workers here. 16 workers died because probably the Liberators has got in and I didn't see it. Oh well, I don't know. Anyway, what a great attack by Cuckoo, who suddenly crippled Kaino's economy. Liberators going in as well, and he's gonna get some more probes. 2 probes die. Blink Stalker's gonna kill these Liberators without dying, but 2 more probes add up to a huge workers kill count. 18 workers have been killed in this match by Cuckoo. He's gonna try for the Banshee, Cloak Banshee play as well, while in his base he's actually gonna go for a 2-base all-in with Steampack and Tech Lab going on. I think Steampack is already done. Yes, Steampack is already done, while Storm is on the way for Kaino. This SCV is just gonna get a quick scout of this 3rd base saturation, but the Banshee here is gonna cloak and deal so much damage. The Observer is not here. He sees... Well... Oh, no cloak yet. Cloak is not finished yet, and this Banshee is gonna die. Wait, it is not. This is so close. This is so close. 10 HPs for these Banshees, and just 1 worker killed. Really brave by Cuckoo to move out before Cloak was done. But nonetheless, he saves his Banshee, gets 1 worker. But the Observer is here, and the Banshee has been killed by the Stalker, because the Observer just got back. So Kaino's gonna actually scout. There is no third base by Cuckoo, which is getting into a big amount of tanks. Yeah, the tank count is growing real fast. A lot of Marines, of Marauders as well. But Blink Stalkers, Immortals, Sentries and Night Templars are actually a strong army. 53 workers to 38. Well, I don't know. I don't really like Cuckoo's positioning over here. After dealing that much damage, he could have probably developed into a more straight up macro game. But here Kaino is really ahead. He could get a 4th base running soon enough, while relying on a really strong army to defend this. He sees the Banshee, and he's just gonna get it with his Blink Stalkers. Well done by Kaino, who's trying to just block all of the damage. An Observer here dies, and actually the loss count is in favor of Kaino, who lost less than Cuckoo, even though he lost 18 probes. This is really great. So photon cannons going on in his mineral lines to avoid once again this kind of aggression. With this, Hallucinated Phoenix is gonna scout the push by Cuckoo, who is already low after steaming his marines forward, and his Act Templars actually can deal pretty easily with this kind of army. Raven here to deal with any potential Dark Templars. 2 Archons being moved at the same time. Really good position by Cuckoo here, good sieging position. And yeah, a Stalker has gone down, 2 Stalkers, Zealots as well, but the Templars are just a little bit off, and they're gonna get killed by those tanks. Really good positioning for them. The Archon's gonna dive in, and one of them is gonna die, Goose Storm. But this sieging position by Cuckoo is really amazing, incredible. With such a small army, he was able to deal that much damage. Charge lots getting on this cannon, the other tank, sorry, and the other tank is gonna go down as well. And now Kaino is in a really good position. The Raven's gonna go down as well. Army supply and worker supply is just too much. As Todd will say, the soup never lies. 100 to 72, and this army is really scary. +2/+2 is on the way. Is this too much for Cuckoo? No tank here on the high ground, just a bunker. But actually Kaino doesn't want to push forward. He sees there is no third base, and he just backs away, knowing that his income advantage. Well, actually 4th base being dropped here. A really huge lead by Kaino, who's just starving his opponent right now. And this Zealot is gonna get a quick scout of everything that's going on. +3/+3 on the way as well. While at the same time, only +1 bio is done for Cuckoo. So he gets all of this army to kill this Zealot. But the Templar count for Kaino is amazing. How many those are? 9 High Templars with a lot of energy. And I think he's gonna move out. And Cuckoo is moving out as well. What is the pathing actually? I would like to see. Will he see that? Yeah, I think the Medivacs will see that Kaino is moving out, and this position by Kaino can get a fast run of all of this bio army, who tries to get away. And the Templars are a little bit vulnerable over here, but the Death Ball built by Kaino is a little bit too scary. Ghosts on the way, as well as Cloak. Since no observers are here, this could be a big deal. A good EMP could really be game changing, but will it be enough? I don't think so. This is a lot of Templars. Not in a good spot, but this is still a lot of Templars. Well, tank getting some friendly fire kills on the SCVs, while Templars are just gonna go back into the main, onto the 4th base of Kaino, sorry. So here we have this weird positioning by Kaino's army that could get a little bit pulled off. I think Cuckoo wants to deal some damage over here. The army of Kaino is a little bit far away, and he can get a lot of damage on this natural. I think he's going for the Nexus. Yes, he is. Another steam, and he's just gonna get a lot of probes as well. And now he tries to get his Medivacs away. He loses really few of this bio army. While all those pylons here are just gonna scout every movement by Cuckoo. We just can't really expand. But a nice snipe nonetheless, getting the income advantage thanks to the mules. Here the army of Kaino is just pinned into his main base, while this Liberator probably is gonna do nothing, because those cannons are just, well, actually he can find a sweet spot over here, and maybe over here as well. Well, over here I didn't see the drop, and the shields have been denied. 2 Marines have been sacrificed for the cause, while another really well done by Cuckoo with his multi-pronged attacks, getting an income lead, getting a lot of probes, 10 probes dying, delaying the shields, 12 probes dying because the Liberators over here is doing some work. 13 probes died. Once again he wants to kill the Forge, but his Forge actually cannot do anything anymore. Really well done by Cuckoo. 14 probes killed. 2 carriers on the way. Where is the flip beacon? Here he is. So Kaino wants just to transition into really late game with this Kaitos army. But after losing all those workers, well, I don't know. A Stalker dies as well. And this Liberator is just gonna get away. Or maybe not, he's just gonna die, actually. So another scout here, another drop forward with this Bio army. Getting some more Stalkers, some more Zealots, and just getting away. He kills the empty Medivac, so no big deal for Cuckoo, that actually has another 3 Medivacs full of Bio, ready to be dropped, probably into this 4th base. 3 Archons are trying to defend this. And this is a good call by Kaino, who is gonna see these Medivacs come, and he can just stop it. A nice call by Cuckoo as well, who just hides his Medivacs and scouts for this army. Well done by both players, but this Kaino army is really scary. 2 carriers are on the way as well. Cuckoo's probably gonna go for a little bit of a base trade, but well, how to defend from this? This is a really strong army, +3, +3, +1 shields, carriers, a lot of High Templars, a lot of probes, a lot of SCVs dying, and not a lot of probes dying actually. These carriers are just gonna get uncontested, not enough Marines, 24 SCVs, and I think Kaino has done it. A multi-prong by Cuckoo here and here, but this is too much. Pause called by Kaino, actually. But it's alright. This game is already over nonetheless, so I actually don't mind a small pause being called. So you can unpause as well. Sorry. So I think he has done it. Those Widow Mines trying to kill Templars and Interceptors, but it's not enough. What a game by Kaino. Really smooth victory here. Tying up the score 1-1. Really well done by absorbing all of that damage dealt by our Terran player and all those multi-prongs. Really good stuff showed by both those players. So we're ready to get into game 3. Players are tied up. Really exciting series. This is gonna be a nice finals. Those players are pretty even, and Kaino just shows his nerves of steel, tying up the score after taking that much damage. Really well done by our North American Protoss. And the players are ready. We're gonna get into game 3 of our series. Really excited. I know I said this 1,000 times, but I'm really excited to see what those players can showcase in this series. So King's Cove, this time is gonna be a huge map, and Year Zero is gonna come next probably. Well, we'll see what those two players gonna show us. And here in the top left corner of King's Cove, we have a blue North American Protoss player. He is Kaino. In the bottom right corner of the same King's Cove, we have our red Terran. His name is Cuckoo. 14 years old for this guy. It's just amazing how well does he play. Really, really, really eager to see what this guy can pull up in the future. So once again Kaino going for some cheeky scout with his probe. Just a gateway being dropped in his main base. No forge coming yet. Or maybe never, who knows. So here he tries to delay the barracks as always, and he actually delays a little bit, but not by a huge margin. The scout is coming for Cuckoo as well, but nothing too important happening right now. We've seen a really aggressive build last game by Cuckoo, who actually went for a proxy starport and stuff like that. Actually Kaino wants to proxy something as well after the failed proxy robo in the last game. What we're gonna see here is probably gonna be gateway. I don't know, I really don't know. You can even go for a Twilight Council starport. Producers have a lot of different options for this kind of, sorry, updating the scope, for this kind of builds, but Cuckoo is actually gonna scout it really quickly, so I don't think nothing is gonna go down here. Well, a starport has been dropped and the probes get away actually, but this Marine probably is gonna just delay it unless he drops shield batteries over here. The probe gets away as well. Here this SCV wants to do something. Ooh, here an NG Bay block. Really cheeky play by those players. I'm really amazed by what those two players are dropping. Another shield battery on the way. And the probe gets away once again with 1 HP. Amazing. The Adept is gonna come here to try and save the pylon. A Void Ray on the way, and this is gonna be hard to deal with for Cuckoo. 2 shield batteries, a Void Ray, and 2 Adepts, not just 1 Adept coming over here. And it's gonna deal really easily with these Marines, with this Marine and these SCVs. So, command center on the high ground. He's going for the tech up. Marines and reactor for the barracks. Well, Kaino actually has no intention of expanding, so this NG Bay is just gonna delay nothing. Is this a kind of a 3-gate, 2-gate Stargate build? A cheesy all-in, who knows? The Adept is gonna, oh, it's gonna shade away actually, and he's gonna get the Marine as well. Well, it's not, but the Void Ray here delaying all the tech options by Cuckoo. What a cheeky build by Kaino, who really gets. Well, here is a Cyclone, but by destroying the Stack Lab, and he can't destroy it. He's just gonna go for the SCVs, and the Cyclone's gonna be out. He needs Blink to deal with that Cyclone. Really good choice by Cuckoo, who's actually probably gonna just shoo away this Void Ray. Another Void Ray coming, and a lot of shield batteries, but the Cyclone is a really big deal against these Void Rays. He's trying to destroy this command center, but he actually can't and the Cyclone gets some work done. More and more workers are dying. Count of workers killed is 5 and 7 units as well. Cyclone gets another good lock on, but those shield batteries, oh my god. It's actually 6 shield batteries. Another Voivray is coming. Kind of with a really strong build here. Getting more and more drones as well. Actually, this Voivray really comes close to dying, but no bust damage to get it down with all those shield batteries. 2 more SCVs are dying. The Cyclone is not enough. Here, probably, we will have another Cyclone and the upgrade for them soon to be finished. Another 3 Voivrays. Here, killing everything that this player is doing. One Voivray actually gets sniped, but he's delaying basically everything. Really no NG Bay, so it's really hard for Cuckoo to take up from this, since Kaino is just delaying everything he's doing. Here is a pretty good army as well. Those 2 Phoenixes can just lift the Cyclones. But here he tries actually to get the pylon. This is a really good shot by Cuckoo, who also supply blocks Kaino, who's now actually gonna get 2 pylons to deal with this. So the natural is being made on the 3rd base as well. This NG Bay block has done some work. But here Blink is actually gonna... and the Phoenixes are actually coming through. More and more things dying for Cuckoo, while Kaino just keeps on sieging in this position. No natural, so no income for Cuckoo. It is actually gonna man out soon from his base. So yeah, I think this bunker is actually a good idea. Cyclones once again dealing some good damage. Shield battery is really low right now. Actually charge and not blink. Well, blink is actually on cue for Kaino, so he wants to develop into a big ball of gateway units, and he's actually gonna go just Phoenixes to try lift those Cyclones and get some good damage, while Zealots tank for those bunkers shots and Blink Stalkers try to deal with everything else. Nice build by Kaino, who's so ahead in workers and in army as well after dealing that much damage and delaying so many buildings. Cyclones dealing some damage, while some Vikings actually getting out. You have a tech lab, so who knows what he's trying to do. Nicely done by Kaino, who snipes the Vikings and is just getting ahead and ahead even more. Here the NG Bay has been cancelled and another Nexus will be dropped. Well, this SCV here is just not doing anything. I was expecting some cheeky play. I really like this, actually. This Banshee play with Cloak, since the Robo Bay by Kaino has just started and no Observer is on the map yet. No Oracle as well. While those Cyclones just deal with those remaining shield batteries and more Phoenix come out of this target, so no Cyclone to be seen. No Oracle to be seen yet. Well, who knows what will happen? Who knows? The Observer will be out soon enough to defend the main base, the mineral lines of Kaino. But I don't think he will be able, actually, to defend this proxy location. And I think he will just have to forget this. Still no expansion for Cuckoo, who's mining out in his main base. Slowly but steadily mining out. And the income is just mind-blowing for Kaino, who's ahead almost 1k. Tanks coming out as well. And where are the Banshees actually? Oh, I don't see them. Here the tank's gonna get a nice sieging position, defended by Cyclones. And the Voivrays are trying to get the tank, but this is a lot of Phoenixes. The Valkyrie almost gets killed, and he actually gets killed, but this is a lot of phoenixes. A huge number of phoenixes to deal with the aggression Cuckoo is trying to set up on the proxy location. So here the Banshee is actually gonna get scattered pretty soon by Kaino, which tries even to follow one. So the Observer is trying to get all the way through, but he has to stay home actually. The Forge has been dropped to make some photon cannons, while over here those Cyclones are trying to get those Phoenixes, and they just managed to shoo them away. I really want to see what these Banshees can do over here, since I see no Observer made at home and nothing coming out of this robotics facility. I think these Banshees could deal a lot of damage. An Observer is over here, but nothing in the other two bases, and he decides to get probably so once again these Phoenixes are just gonna get chased by the Cyclones, and he gets a good bunch of kills, and actually Cuckoo is coming up from this position, but this Zealot's just gonna get a lot of SCVs, I think. Mule's going down, SCV's going down. Wow, what a good counter by Kaino, who remembers he has this cheeky proxy location and gets some work done with just 4 Zealots. This is a huge army by Kaino as well, but the tech is a little bit better for Cuckoo, who has these upgraded Cyclones, which deals a lot of damage. Steam Pack on the way, and +1 bio as well. He's trying to move out with the Cyclones, did a little bit of damage. He's gonna have to focus on his micro, while at the same time Templar Archives with Storm going on and the Dark Shrine as well. Let's see what those Cyclones can actually do. He's trying to snap the Nexus, and I think he will manage to do so, or maybe not, so close to getting it. He loses 1 Cyclone and 1 is actually on 1 HP. The Phoenixes will try to lift them all, and he's gonna lose all of his Cyclones. This is a huge blow to Cuckoo's army, who's just gonna lose so much. He's gonna kill the proxy Stargate, but in this moment the supply for Kaino is just so much better. He can just move out with all of these Phoenixes. He tries to get the tank, but he can't by a really small margin. Here, getting once again on the mineral line, forcing his opponent to move out with his units and leaving his sieging position. Raven and Banshees going down. He lifts the Marines, and this is a really amazing build by Kaino, who just blows away Cuckoo's army with his Phoenix push and gets the lead 2-1, going into match point match. So we already have our next map chosen by our young Terran player. Oh, Owen is. Oh, actually Kaino has to forfeit. He's serious. Oh. Ah, too bad. Let's ask Cuckoo first. I'm gonna ask him in private first. Oh, he's just asking for a quick break. Okay, so Kuku is not okay with that. Well, it's understandable. He was playing our finals. So we're just gonna see. Well, looks like we have a champion. Sad that Kaino couldn't finish the whole series. I'll know this Owen soon enough. Owen, like always, taking it like a champ. Really amazing guy. Amazing guys playing in this tournament. Really well done, actually, to Kuku. I've actually showcased some really good builds. Some really well done by him. And I'm actually quite happy to crown him as our new champion. And he's gonna have to defend his crown next week. The thing that makes me a little sad is that Kaino won the first tournament and couldn't defend this crown in the second tournament. And now in the third edition of the arena, he actually gets into finals, leading to one, and then he has to forfeit. Well, life happens, it's okay. And actually I'm really happy to say Kuku is our new champion. I'm looking forward for him to showcase his skills in the next arena. That's gonna be next week, the 21 of February. And he's gonna try to defend his spot. I'm ending the stream here on this weird note. It seems like we can't have a normal tournament, but this is just the way it goes. We're all in the same clan, in the same team, so it's pretty comprehensible for everyone to just go real along together, just trying to have a fun time, and well, to really play some good games as well, because that's what we've seen today, some really good games. And I think that overall the guy we're crowning as the champion is a really good player, and well, who knows what we will see next week. So thanks everybody for watching. I'm Acontistas. You can follow me on Twitch TV/Acontistas, and well, see you next week. Actually, on the 24th of February, we will have Alpha Scrims. We will be playing Uzikoti, Mamba, Pacomike, and Bio Ice. It's gonna be fun as well. The same format, just best of 5 into best of 7. And I'll wait for you next week.